Hi students, last lecture we have discussed about cell, EMF and its internal resistance. Today we are going to discuss combination of cells. So first we'll discuss cells in series combination. Cells are connected in series when they are joined end to end so that the same quantity of electricity must flow through each cell. Such combinations is called as cells in series. Suppose if you consider these three cells, okay, they are connected end to end. Suppose first end of the first cell is connected to second and end of the second is connected to third cell. This combination is called as series combination. Okay, these three cells are connected across external resistance R. Then E is the EMF of each cell and R is the internal resistance of each cell. Just imagine that n number of cells are connected in series and I amount of current flowing through this each cell, because as they are connected in series, so they follow same path. It means that current flowing through each cell is same, that is I, and V is the potential difference across all three cells. Okay, but as they are connected in series, so EMF will be each and every cell will be different. Okay, now we'll see some characteristics. As the EMF in each cell is different, then the total EMF of the battery is the sum of all individual EMFs. So here, if E is the EMF and if we have connected n number of cell, then we can say the total EMF is n into E. Then the current in each cell is the same. As I told you, as their cells are connected in series, so they follow same path. So same path, that's why path is same, so current will be each and every cell will be same. The total internal resistance of the battery is the sum of the individual internal resistances, that is NR. So if you see here, small r is the internal resistance of the each cell is same. Just here consider that n number of cells connected in series and each cell is having internal resistance R. So n number of cells into R. So here we can apply resistances connected in series combination. So total resistance R is equal to R plus R plus R. That is R1 is also R, R2 is also R and R3 is also R, because each and every cell is having same resistance, same internal resistance. So the total combination resistance is NR, N small r. Third, so total internal resistance of the battery is given by, so if number of cells are connected in series, so it's act like a battery. Okay, so total internal resistance of the battery is given by small m into R. Then the total EMF of the battery, n number of cells into EMF of each cell, so n into E, because n number of identical cells are connected in series. Then we have to calculate the total resistance of this circuit. If you see, total resistance of the circuit is external resistance plus total internal resistance. So external resistance of this battery is R, isn't it? And if you see the internal resistance, total internal resistance is NR. So total resistance of the circuit is equal to external resistance plus internal resistance. So we can write NR plus capital R. Next, but according to Ohm's law, we know that V is equal to IR, that is I is equal to V by R. So we can write I is equal to total current is equal to total EMF, that is potential difference upon total resistance. So I is equal to V by R. But here the total EMF is nothing but NE and total resistance is nothing but NR plus R. So this is the expression for total current in the battery, that is this circuit. So I is equal to NE, N divided by NR plus R. So here N number of cells, E total EMF in the battery, divided by N number of cells into R internal resistance of the battery or total cells plus external resistance. Next, now according to this equation, current I is equal to NE upon NR plus R. We have to see the two cases. Case 1, suppose just imagine that external resistance R is large as compared to R. This external resistance R is large as compared to this one R. Okay, so this R can be neglected as it is very small. From this equation, you give equation 1 to this equation. So from this equation 1, this R can be neglected. So the equation will be NE upon R. So here it is written current is equal to NE upon R. But N is number of cells and E upon R. So here E is nothing but EMF, that is potential difference upon R. So according to Ohm's law, V upon R is nothing but current. So here the equation is current, total current in the cell is equal to number of cells into current. Okay, means we can write total current is the number of cells into current due to each cell. Means here we will get maximum current. Means in order to find the total current will be integral multiple of the cell. Means number of cells into current I. Got it? But if you see in case 2, if external resistance R is smaller than internal resistance, that is R, I is equal to, we can write, so R can be neglected. This R is very small, so this R can be neglected. So we can write NE upon NR. So NE upon NR, NN will get cancelled. So I will be E upon R. So E upon R is nothing but potential difference, that is EMF upon resistance. So again it is nothing but current. So here total current is equal to current due to one cell. So dear student, it is very clear that if you see case 1, here only we are getting current, total current in the cell is equal to number of cells into current due to each cell. Matlab, here we are getting maximum current. Here we are multiplying number of cells into current due to each cell. Means current must be integral multiple of the number of cells. But if you see second case, if the external resistance R is smaller or very small as compared to internal resistance, then total current in the circuit will be just equal to the current through one cell only. So here we can conclude that in order to get maximum current in the series combination of cells, external resistance R must be greater than internal resistance, that is small r. Here this condition, external resistance R must be greater than internal resistance, then only the current will get maximum, because then we have to multiply number of cells into current due to one cell. So hope you understood. So only one thing you have to remember here, or you have to understand here, in order to get maximum current, अगर आपको maximum current चाहिए series combination में, तो आपका external resistance हमेशा internal resistance से ज़्यादा होना चाहिए in series combination, then only you will get maximum current. The next we'll see parallel combination of cells. Okay, so what does it mean parallel? Cells are said to be connected in parallel when they are joined positive and they are joined positive to positive and negative to negative, such that current is divided between the cells. Means all positive terminal connected at one point and all negative terminal connected at one point. Then such combination is called as parallel combination. And R is the external resistance and I is amount of current flowing through the cell. But here, as they are connected parallel, so potential difference across each resistance will be same, that is V. Okay, as per the characteristics of parallel combination of resistances. But as they are connected parallel, so the cells follow different path. Different path means current across each cell is different, isn't it? So we'll see some characteristics of this figure. The EMF of the battery is same as that of the single cell, because as they are connected in parallel. In parallel combination, potential difference across or EMF across each cell will be same. Then the current in each cell is different. Current in the external circuit is divided equally among the cells. As I said, the cells are connected in parallel. So each cell follows different path. So different path means different current is giving through each cell, isn't it? So as they are connected in parallel, so different current is there for each cell. Then now they are connected, as they are connected parallel, so we have to apply law of parallel combination of resistances. So according to law, the reciprocal of the total resistance, that is we have to consider the internal resistance. So reciprocal of total internal resistance is the sum of the reciprocal of the individual internal resistances, that is 1 upon R, that is total internal resistance, reciprocal of total internal resistance in series parallel combination, is equal to 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus 1 upon R up to NR, because n number of cells connected in parallel combination and each cell is having internal resistance R. So we can write 1 upon RP or 1 upon R is equal to 1 upon R plus 1 upon R plus 1 upon R up to so on up to plus 1 up n upon R. So 1 upon R is equal to n number of cells, so we can write n upon R. but if you take the reciprocal, so value of internal resistance for this combination will be R upon N, that is 1 upon R is equal to N upon R, so R will be R upon N. So total EMF of the battery will be N into E, because N number of cells connected, each battery is having, or each cell is having EMF E. So as we have discussed in previous case, so number of cells into total EMF E. Then total internal resistance of the battery, just now we have discussed, R is equal to R upon N, that is R upon N. Here better you avoid confusion. Here in this, in place of this R, or instead of this R, you can write RP, R subscript P is equal to R upon N. So total internal resistance of the battery is R upon N. Total resistance of the circuit, we know that external resistance R, this R, plus sum of internal resistance, that is total internal resistance, that is R upon N. So total resistance of the circuit, internal plus external, that is R upon N plus R. So according to Ohm's law, again similar to previous case, total current is equal to total potential difference, that is EMF upon total resistance. So it will come, current is equal to total EMF is NE divided by NR plus R. So here NR, if you multiply this, if you do this cross multiplication in this term, so it will come NR up plus R. Okay, here we have skipped one step, so you will do this. So current I is equal to NE upon NR plus R. So here N is number of cells, E EMF, N again number of cells, R external resistance, and this small r is internal resistance. So again we have to see the two cases. Suppose this is equation number 1, NE upon NR plus R. So case first, external resistance R is greater or larger than internal resistance. Here external resistance R is greater than this internal resistance. Then we can see this R can be neglected from this equation 1. This R can be neglected. So equation will be NE upon NR. So NN will get cancelled. So I will be E upon R, that is EMF upon resistance is nothing but again current according to Ohm's law. Here you write, because I is equal to V by R, that is E by R. So if external resistance is greater than internal resistance, then total current in the circuit will be current due to one cell only, isn't it? Because NN will get cancelled. But if you see second case, my dear students, if external resistance R is less than R, less than internal resistance, this external resistance is less than this internal resistance, then we'll see what will happen. So I is equal to, this R can be neglected as this is very small as compared to R. So if you neglect this R, then equation will come I is equal to NE upon R. So I is equal to NE upon R. So N into E upon R. So N is number of cells and E upon R is current. So total current, this I is total current in the parallel combination of cell is equal to number of cells into current in each cell. So here we'll get maximum current in second case. Means what? In order to get the maximum current in parallel combination of cells, external resistance R, this external resistance R must be smaller than internal resistance, must be smaller than internal resistance, means internal resistance must be greater than external resistance. If this is there, means R is smaller than R, then current will be maximum. Okay, so here we have to understood only one thing. In order to get the maximum current in the parallel combination of the cells, then this internal resistance R should be greater than this external resistance R. Okay, this is all about the today's lecture. So only one difference is there in both the cases. In parallel combination, if you want to get here cells in parallel or series, so in series combination, if you want to get the maximum current, you have to take care that external resistance R should be greater than internal resistance R. Okay, then only we will get maximum resistance. External resistance R should be greater than internal resistance, then we will get maximum current in series combination. But उसके उल्टा होता है parallel में. In order to get the maximum current in the parallel combination of the cell, we have to keep external resistance R is very small as compared to internal resistance. That is case second. If external resistance R is very small as compared to internal resistance, then we'll get maximum current, because each cell, current of each cell will come into the action that time, because I is equal to number of cells into current in each cell. Okay, so in order to get the maximum current in parallel combination of the cells, external resistance R must be smaller than internal resistance R. Okay, will get maximum current. Hope you understood, my dear student. So complete notes and learn it. Thank you.